Hi, how are you? Today we're going to talk about the top 5 tips I can give you to have the best possible mindset for dating, which is going to make it, frankly, more fun and more likely to get your results a lot faster. Now, the first one is, number 1, clarity. Clarity about why you want to be in a relationship. What would a relationship look like ideally to you? Now, this is not about making some Excel spreadsheet with what some magical human might look like, including height and job title. That's bullshit. If you know exactly why you want to be in a relationship, either people align with that or they won't. No lists, okay? Don't do it. Number 2, possibility. If you're out there saying, okay, I'm going to be specific here. We're going to be heterosexist and geographist. If you're saying there are no men in Toronto, well, you know what? Your subconscious is going to be like, oh, okay, great. Let me find evidence to back that up. And you know what that means? There are going to be no good men in Toronto for you. None at all. Now, I'm not saying you need to run around and be like, oh my God, Toronto is like literally it's raining amazing men for dating purposes. I'm not saying that you're going to suddenly be a kid in a candy store with the men department. But what if you even started jumping to somewhere there are some amazing men in Toronto? There at least is one amazing man somewhere in Toronto, right? If you can actually believe that, that's completely different than there are no men in Toronto. So you've got to believe in the possibility of it. It's critical. So practice telling that to yourself every single day. If you've been running around saying there are no men, there are no men, there are no men. Same thing, if you believe that dating is going to be torturous and depressing and horrible, you're going to feel that way. And that's about developing your attitude. That applies to everything. And the more you think, oh, this is going to be fun, it's going to be an adventure, you're going to be less exhausted. Because when you think something is torturous and it is, do you even want to do it? No. So make it easier. It's brainwash yourself. Number 3, get into action. People talk a lot about manifesting. I'm going to manifest a relationship. That does not mean flopping on your couch and wishing for somebody to drop from the sky magically for you, okay? Being in action means putting yourself in situations where you might actually meet people that you like. And if that's not working, being in action means thinking about what would somebody who believes that, A, of all, dating can be fun, and second of all, fully believes that there are some great men somewhere hidden in this city, what would they do? Sorry, my dog is scratching if you're wondering what that noise is. What would they do? What actions would they take? They're not sitting on the couch waiting for magical manifestation. Get into action, right? Think of somebody, if you're living in a rom-com movie and you were the heroine, you know you're going to wind up with a guy at the end. That's just how those movies work. What would their attitude be? How would they approach it, right? I know you're making fun of me in your head right now. I'm not saying like go work in a magazine and start being plucky. Okay. Second of all, number 4, take off your judgy pants. Okay. You don't need to take off your other pants right away or dresses, but take off your judgy pants. Do you want to hear something interesting? When I've had guys say to me things like, and women, but I'm just thinking of a particular guy, let's be honest, who's like, I went on this date and she was so boring. I was like, oh, interesting. So what about the date would have her thinking that you weren't boring? Like, how were you interesting in contrast to her boring? Right? And he was stumped. Because very often we're judging people. We're not even looking at ourselves in the situation. And the thing is, looking for that judgment is actually counterproductive because you're looking for the stuff you don't like. It's just going to put you in a worse attitude. But also it's about using that for you to feel a little bit better because you're putting yourself in contrast to that other person. Well, I'm better than them, blah, 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 blah. Not going to help you in the long run. It's going to tie into my last point. So just bear with me for one more second while I say that developing the attitude of, oh, they're not for me. You know, maybe they're more interested in different things, different banter styles. Not for me. Just remember, you're only looking for the people who are looking for you, right? Like, it's not about this person is good, this person is bad. Value judgments. Take off your judgy pants. Number 5, and while you're at it, don't be an asshole to yourself. Okay? Yeah, that whole dating thing can come with people being like, oh, I'm not, if you're online, swiping on you. I guess they don't tell you if they don't swipe. You know what I mean? No. There's rejection. You might meet up with someone and you might be with them for a while and then it doesn't work out. You might like someone, they don't want to go on another date with you. okay, don't be an asshole to yourself and start looking at faults within yourself about why, and I'm not good enough, or my body isn't A, B, C, or D, or if only I had this, I would find people. If only I had that, I could be in a relationship. No. First of all, I'm going to challenge you. Look at yourself right now, up, down, in the mirror. Think about your life. Is there somebody who maybe, I just told you not to judge, but I'm going to ask you to judge for a second. Is there maybe somebody who, by society judgment levels, might theoretically have a rougher time dating than you, who's actually in a happy, successful relationship? I can guarantee, yes, there are a lot of really imperfect people in fantastic relationships, okay? So it's not because you're not perfect enough that you're not in a relationship. So don't be an asshole to yourself. In review, clarity. Why the hell are you dating to begin with? Why do you want a relationship? Number 2, that was number 1. Did I say that? Number 2, possibility and probability. There is the possibility. These people are out there and I will find them. If you believe that, it's going to make it a lot less torturous and likely that you're going to be in number 3, action. Not magical wishing mode. Get into action. Do shit. Number 5, take off your judgy pants. And number 4, that was number 4. Why can I suddenly not count? You know what I'm saying? Number 5, don't be an asshole to yourself. Be really kind to yourself and try and have some fun. Okay? But it's so weird. I promise you what I'm saying. This mindset stuff will really impact how easy or difficult it is to go through the process of this dating stuff and make it more fun. If you want to find out more or just practice with the mindset stuff, you can find me at Instagram at Kickstartology, or listen to my podcast, Casually Coaching Strangers. Actually, episode number 1 is literally about someone struggling with her mindset for dating. So go and have a listen. Have an amazing day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.